Hi, hello everyone! I'm Toshi from Japan. I'm the tourist guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you 20 places tourists should skip in Japan in 2026.
Japan is more popular than ever, but not every place is worth your time. Some places are dangerous, some are overrated, some aren't at their best because of ongoing restoration, and some are tourist traps. In this video, I'll show you 20 places to skip in 2026 so you can avoid disappointment and make the most of your trip. Plus, I also offer guided tour in Japan, travel itineraries based on trip duration and area, and recommendations for unique cultural experiences.
You can find more information in the description below. So, let's get started.
Dangerous places. Number 1 is Nishinari, Osaka. Let's talk about Nishinari, a district in southwest Osaka, often labeled as the city's most dangerous area. It's known for a high number of homeless people and a gritty reputation. Many locals even say it's best to stay away. I've been there myself, and I can say the atmosphere is definitely unique. However, things are changing. Police patrols have increased, and the area is much safer now than it used to be. What attracts many travelers to Nishinari today is the cost. You can find private hotel rooms for under 2,000 yen and vending machine drinks for half the usual price. Plus, it's right next to the popular Tennoji area, so the location is actually very convenient. Some budget travelers even call it cool Nishinari. Still, compared to other areas, safety can be a concern, especially for women, families, or anyone traveling without a local guide.
So while it's becoming more popular, I recommend avoiding it.
Number 2 is Mount Fuji, off-season. At nearly 3,700 meters, Mount Fuji is Japan's highest mountain and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its breathtaking views and natural beauty attract visitors from around the world all year long. The official climbing season is from July to early September. Outside of that season, climbing is still possible, but it's extremely dangerous. In 2025, there were many rescue calls involving foreign tourists who attempted to climb Mount Fuji with light clothing and little preparation. The biggest issue is a common misconception that Mount Fuji is easy and safe for anyone to climb. During the off-season or at night, temperatures can drop suddenly, weather can change without warning, and visibility can disappear fast. This dramatically increases the risk of hypothermia, falling rocks, and getting lost. Light equipment that works in summer can quickly become life-threatening. On top of that, mountain huts and shops are closed during the off-season, leaving no places to rest or get help. If you want to climb Mount Fuji, do it during the official season.
At any other time, the safest decision is not to go.
Number 3 is Aokigahara Forest. Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a dense forest located at the base of Mount Fuji. It was formed on ancient lava flows, and while it's naturally beautiful, it's sadly best known as one of Japan's most infamous suicide sites. Some tourists visit the area when exploring Mount Fuji, but I strongly recommend against going there casually. The forest has a heavy, eerie atmosphere, and more importantly, it's extremely easy to get lost. There are few marked paths, no cell signal in many areas, and the terrain is confusing, making it genuinely dangerous. I once went there with a friend, and we quickly turned back after just a short walk. Even near the entrance, we felt a chilling energy, and our phones lost signal almost immediately. I understand the curiosity or desire for a thrill.
However, this is one place where your safety, both physically and emotionally, must come first.
Number 4 is area near Fukushima Daiichi. As you may know, the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake caused a major nuclear disaster here. Even today, parts of the surrounding area are still officially designated as no-return zones due to lingering radiation, and public access is restricted. I've actually been near the zone myself, and I saw radiation monitors along the roadside, showing levels clearly higher than normal. Many towns nearby have become ghost towns, and there have even been cases of theft from abandoned buildings. While some travelers may be curious, I strongly advise against visiting the area alone. However, if you're truly interested in learning about what happened and seeing it safely, I recommend joining one of the official tours occasionally organized by local governments or TEPCO, the power company.
These tours follow strict safety protocols and provide valuable historical context.
Number 5 is mountain areas in Hokkaido and Tohoku. The reason this area is on the list is simple: bears. In Japan, more than 220 human injury cases involving bears were reported between January and September of 2025, and this year recorded the highest number of bear-related deaths ever. This situation has been covered by international media, and many travelers have asked me about it. Most of these incidents have occurred in mountainous areas of Hokkaido and the Tohoku region, especially in prefectures like Aomori and Akita. According to experts, the cause is a complex mix of environmental and social changes, including warmer temperatures and delayed hibernation periods for bears. So how can travelers stay safe? There are 2 key precautions. First, choose destinations with no recent bear sightings. Mountainous areas in Hokkaido and northern Tohoku, where sightings are frequent, should be avoided. Experts say regions like Chiba, Shikoku, Kyushu, and Okinawa allow visitors to enjoy nature without the risk of bear encounters. Second, know what to do if you actually encounter a bear. There are 3 dangerous actions to avoid. Do not turn your back and run. Do not make loud noises or sudden movements, and never leave food behind or throw food toward the bear. These actions can provoke an attack. Instead, stay calm, avoid eye contact, and slowly move backward to create distance.
For safety reasons, it's best to avoid bear-active areas during summer and autumn, when bears are awake and most active.
Number 6 is the Sea of Japan coast in winter. The dangerous part here is driving a rental car along Japan's Sea of Japan coast during winter. Japanese winters can be far harsher than many visitors expect. The biggest issue is driving on snowy roads and black ice. Most foreign tourists simply don't have experience driving in these conditions. During a snowstorm, visibility can drop to almost zero within minutes. In late 2025, a massive chain reaction accident involving 67 vehicles occurred, leaving 2 people dead and 26 injured. Even when accidents don't happen, safety comes first. Drivers are forced to move very slowly, which causes major traffic jams. Highways and national roads can also be suddenly closed due to weather conditions. When that happens, planned routes become impossible, and entire travel schedules can collapse. While the Sea of Japan coast is beautiful in winter, traveling by rental car is high risk.
During this season, it's far safer to use public transportation or choose a different region.
Overrated places. Number 7 is Kyoto Tower. Kyoto Tower is the tallest structure in Kyoto, standing at 131 meters tall right in front of Kyoto Station. It was built in 1964 to welcome the modern era during the Tokyo Olympics and was meant to resemble a lighthouse, guiding people through a city without a sea. However, for many visitors, the tower feels out of place. Kyoto is known for its traditional wooden houses, historic temples, and timeless scenery, and Kyoto Tower's modern design clashes with that image. In fact, some people even joke that it looks more like a giant candle than a lighthouse. Because of this contrast, many travelers list it as one of the most underwhelming spots in the city. If you want a better view of Kyoto, I recommend heading to Kiyomizu-dera Temple or Fushimi Inari Shrine.
They offer stunning views, rich history, and the atmosphere most people come to Kyoto for.
Number 8 is Emperor Nintoku's tomb. The Nintoku Emperor's tomb, located in Sakai City near Osaka, is Japan's largest ancient burial mound and one of the biggest in the world. Built in the 5th century, this keyhole-shaped coffin is believed to be the resting place of Emperor Nintoku. From the sky, it's an impressive sight, a massive green island surrounded by moats, often shown in drone footage and maps. But here's the problem: it's too big. When you visit on foot, all you see is a heavily forested area and a tall fence. There's no way to see the full shape or size unless you're in a helicopter. To most visitors, it just looks like a regular hill covered in trees. No impressive view, no access to the tomb itself, and minimal explanation in English. If you're interested in Japanese history, a better alternative is the Osaka Museum of History, or even the nearby Mozufuro-ichi Coffin Visitor Center.
You can learn more and actually see what makes these tombs so important there.
Number 9 is Sapporo Clock Tower. The Sapporo Clock Tower is one of the oldest landmarks in Hokkaido and a symbol of the city. Built in 1878 as part of the Sapporo Agricultural College, it reflects the Western-style architecture introduced during Japan's modernization. While the building has historical significance, many tourists end up feeling underwhelmed. Why? Because it's quite small, surrounded by modern buildings, and located on a busy street, not the picturesque scene you might imagine. In fact, it's often ranked among Japan's most disappointing tourist spots. If you're looking for a more impressive cultural experience in Sapporo, I recommend visiting the Hokkaido Shrine or the historical village of Hokkaido. These places offer more immersive insights into the region's heritage and beautiful scenery.
So unless you are a history buff or checking off your bucket list, the clock tower might not be worth your limited travel time.
Number 10 is Nagoya TV Tower. Nagoya, located in central Japan, is the country's third largest city and an important hub for culture, industry, and tourism. It's my hometown. One of its landmarks is the Nagoya TV Tower, now officially called the Chubu Electric Power Mirai Tower. Completed in 1954, it was Japan's very first TV broadcasting tower, and even inspired the design of Tokyo Tower. However, despite its historical value, many tourists walk away disappointed. The main issue: the 100-meter-high observation deck is now surrounded by modern skyscrapers, so the view isn't as breathtaking as you might expect. Also, because it looks very similar to Tokyo Tower, many see it as just a smaller version without the wow factor. While it is recognized as a national important cultural property, visitors often feel underwhelmed. If you're in Nagoya and want a better city view, try the Sky Promenade at Midland Square instead.
It's more modern and offers panoramic views of the skyline.
Number 11 is Niseko, Hokkaido. Niseko is one of the world's most famous ski resorts, renowned for its incredible powder snow. Located on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido, it attracts skiers and snowboarders from around the globe. Historically, Niseko was a quiet mountain town, but over the years, it has transformed into a high-end international resort. However, many visitors feel disappointed. Prices for hotels, restaurants, and lift tickets can be 2 to 3 times higher than other Japanese ski areas. Even compared to Tokyo, Niseko's living costs and minimum wages are surprisingly high. Moreover, the town is now heavily focused on foreign tourists, which means the authentic Japanese atmosphere is often missing. For travelers looking for a more traditional experience and better value, Niseko may not be the best choice. Instead, consider alternatives like Furano, Nozawa Onsen, or Hakuba.
These spots offer great skiing with more local culture and better prices.
Number 12 is Mount Fuji 5th Station. As mentioned earlier, Mount Fuji is Japan's highest mountain and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its beauty attracts visitors from all over the world. However, if you're not actually climbing Mount Fuji, the 5th station is often disappointing. The biggest reason is the weather. Clouds and fog frequently cover the mountain, and it's very common not to see Mount Fuji at all. Another issue is that you're simply too close. Because of that, it's surprisingly hard to feel the scale and grandeur people expect. If you arrive with the famous postcard image in mind, the experience often doesn't match the expectation. Still, many tourists spend hours on buses just to reach the 5th station. What they find there is mainly a large parking area, souvenir shops, and small food stalls.
If you want to truly enjoy Mount Fuji, places like Oishi Park or Arakurayama Sangen Park offer much better views and a more memorable experience.
Not the best time to visit. Number 13 is Kumamoto Castle. Kumamoto Castle is one of Japan's 3 most famous historic castles and is loved by visitors from around the world. However, it suffered severe damage during a major earthquake in April 2016. All 13 of its nationally designated important cultural properties were either destroyed or seriously damaged. I visited Kumamoto Castle in August 2025, and while some areas were open to the public, the castle was still very much under reconstruction. The full restoration is currently planned to continue until around 2037. Of course, there is value in seeing a historic site during its recovery, similar to visiting the Sagrada Familia in Spain while it's still under construction. But for first-time visitors to Japan, this may not be the best castle experience. If you arrive expecting the fully restored image you've seen in photos and videos, the gap can be disappointing.
For that reason, Kumamoto Castle is better visited after reconstruction has progressed further.
Number 14 is Nagoya Castle. Nagoya Castle is one of the most famous landmarks in Nagoya, Japan's third largest city, and it's also my hometown. From the outside, the castle looks impressive, and you can still see the iconic golden shachihoko on the roof. However, there's a major limitation. The main keep is currently closed due to long-term construction, and visitors are not able to enter it until at least 2032. Many foreign tourists visit Japanese castles expecting to go inside and explore the interior. At Nagoya Castle, that core experience is simply not available right now. While the exterior is worth a quick look, not being able to enter the main keep often lowers overall satisfaction. Nagoya Castle is a place where the true experience will only return after the construction is complete.
For now, it's best suited for visitors who are satisfied with viewing the castle from the outside and nothing more. If you would like a personal guide in Japan or need recommendations for travel plans and cultural experiences, please contact me from the link in the description section.
Number 15 is Shuri Castle. As I mentioned in a previous video, Shuri Castle is a historic Ryukyu Kingdom castle located in Okinawa, Japan. It served as the royal palace and cultural center for centuries. However, it is not the best time to visit Shuri Castle right now. In October 2019, a devastating fire destroyed much of the castle. Currently, the castle is under reconstruction, so visitors can only see the ongoing rebuilding process. I visited Shuri Castle last year myself, but I could only see the construction site. Because of that, I plan to visit again after the reconstruction is complete. The castle is scheduled to be finished in the fall of 2026. That said, if you enjoy seeing historic restoration work, similar to visiting Spain's famous Sagrada Familia during its construction, Shuri Castle can still offer a unique experience. For those wanting a more complete visit, I recommend exploring other beautiful Okinawan sites, such as Nakagusuku Castle or the scenic beaches of Okinawa. Popular with tourists, not locals. Number 16 is Kuromon Market. Kuromon Market is a famous food market in Osaka, just a short walk from Dotonbori. It's often introduced as a seafood market, and it used to be known as the local kitchen of the city. But today, Kuromon Market has changed. It is now almost entirely focused on foreign tourists. Prices are set for tourists, long lines are normal, and the market is usually crowded. While people expect fresh fish, what you mostly see now are Wagyu beef skewers and flashy street food made for photos. Because of this, some visitors leave thinking, this is Osaka's food culture. But that's not really true. In reality, many local people in Osaka rarely eat at Kuromon Market. The real charm of Osaka food is found in cheaper, more local neighborhoods. Kuromon Market is still convenient and fun to walk through, especially because it's close to Dotonbori.
Just visit knowing this is Osaka made for tourists and decide if that's what you are looking for.
Number 17 is Nishiki Market. Nishiki Market in Kyoto has long been known as Kyoto's kitchen, famous for fresh seafood, pickles, and traditional snacks. Historically, it served as a local market where residents came to shop for daily groceries, creating a vibrant neighborhood hub. Today, however, the market has transformed into a tourist-heavy food street, attracting visitors from all over the world. Foreign tourists now make up a very high proportion of the crowd, especially on weekends and holidays. Prices for street food are quite high compared to regular local stores, and Japanese residents usually do their everyday shopping elsewhere. While Nishiki Market still offers a chance to taste Kyoto's culinary delights and enjoy its lively atmosphere, it's no longer a local shopping destination.
It's fun to explore, but mostly for tourists.
Number 18 is Luxury Sushi in Ginza. Many foreign visitors come to Japan with one big dream, to eat real sushi, so they head straight to high-end sushi restaurants in Ginza, spend over $300 per person, and proudly post it on social media. But here's a fact most people don't know. Most Japanese people don't eat sushi like that. Not because it's bad, but because they know there are better options for everyday sushi. In Japan, locals regularly enjoy excellent sushi for about $10 to $30. How? Mid-range sushi restaurants with great lunch sets. Standing sushi bars. Yes, you eat while standing. And of course, conveyor belt sushi. Conveyor belt sushi is fast, fresh, and surprisingly good. The quality is often much higher than people expect. If you truly want to eat sushi like a local, skip tourist-focused places, and follow where Japanese people actually go.
And if you are interested, I also offer food tours that include sushi. You can find the details in the description.
Number 19 is Sumo Show. Sumo is one of Japan's most traditional sports, and real sumo tournaments still attract many Japanese fans who come to watch the action live. However, sumo shows designed for tourists are a different experience entirely. I visited one myself, and not a single Japanese person was there. Every attendee was a foreign visitor. These shows are completely conducted in English, with explanations and demonstrations tailored for international audiences. While they offer a fun glimpse into sumo techniques and culture, the atmosphere is very much aimed at tourists, rather than locals. For those looking for an authentic sumo experience with real fans, attending an actual tournament is the way to go.
That shows are entertaining, but not a local experience.
Number 20 is Maid Café. Maid cafes are famous in Akihabara, the area often called the birthplace of Japan's otaku culture. Many foreign visitors go there thinking, this is real Japanese otaku culture. But here's the reality. Most maid cafes made for foreign tourists are very different from how Japanese people experience otaku culture. The pricing system is designed for tourists, and the experience itself is far from everyday life in Japan. In fact, many Japanese people have never been to a maid cafe even once. Another important warning is street solicitation. As I explained in a previous video, there have been reports of aggressive sales tactics and pricing troubles, specifically targeting foreign visitors. If you want to experience Japanese subculture in a more authentic way, there are better options. Anime shops, doujin stores, and fan events show what otaku culture really looks like in Japan. So think of maid cafes, not as Japanese culture, but as tourist-focused entertainment.
How was today's video? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!